Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Weird Frequencies. Broadcasting live from a cornfield somewhere in south central Illinois, deep down under the ground in a bunker. Welcome to Weird Frequencies, the show that asks what in the hell is going on out there. Usually, my name is Rob. I'm your host, and joining me tonight is my buddy Bubba. Say hi, Bubba.
Hello. All my weird people out there.
Want to have some new hair? Show us your hair, bro.
I love it.
She's all sparkly.
It's
Blue and red, right? Blue and
pink.
No, blue and pink. Okay, fair enough.
We couldn't get the pink had faded a lot, but she couldn't get the pink to come out, so we just went with it.
Did girl talk you into this?
No.
All right, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. And Connie, what's up, Connie?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Oh, doing good, doing good.
Connie's been playing Final Fantasy all night,
Yeah.
killing it. Which
Yeah.
one?
Right now I'm on 4. I've done 1, 2, and 3. So
you're on like a roll. That's awesome.
right, I just play all of them in a roll. You know, I
That's
do it
what's
when
up.
I get bored.
Right. All right. So tonight's show is going to be different. I mean, usually. Okay. See the picture that we have up. Tonight we're just going to do something a little different. Okay. So, ready?
Really?
We're still going to talk about weird things. We're still going to talk about the internet. We're still going to talk about things that make you scratch your head and say, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Because that's what we do. But tonight, I want to talk about something that's even stranger. Us. Human beings. Sorry, Connie?
No,
Yeah.
I just said yeah.
Yeah. Us, human beings. So, okay, we've reached, what I want to talk about is we've reached a point in history where almost every piece of information that humanity has ever accumulated is sitting in a little rectangle in our hand. This guy.
And we're getting dumber by the minute.
You can find ancient manuscripts on here.
Yeah.
You can find government documents. You can find you can watch a UFO video from Brazil. You can watch a guy build a house completely off grid.
Bigfoot.
Watch Bigfoot. You can watch somebody explain Tartaria. You can watch somebody debunk Tartaria.
Somebody translate a different language.
You can watch somebody debunk the person who debunked Tartaria in a different language. You can watch a video about aliens on here.
Yeah.
Then you could watch a video about vaccines. You could watch a video about war. You could then a video of somebody dying, video of somebody screaming, and then
naughty
videos, girls shaking their butts,
What about the guys? They do it too.
guys shaking their thing and their butt, and then a cute cat.
Was that my cue
And then
to get up and shake my butt?
No.
And then somebody telling you civilization is collapsing.
Yeah.
Get that a lot. And before you know it, it's 2 a.m. and you're staring in your bed and you're lying at your phone, and you're thinking, look, we got all this information.
2 a.m. That's just the start of it.
And then you're lying in your bed and you're staring at your phone and you're thinking, what the hell just happened to my brain?
Yeah.
So tonight,
Woo.
I don't want to make you more afraid, right? Which is what everybody's out there doing, it seems like.
Yeah.
I want to do the opposite. Tonight I want to talk about how we get our minds back, because maybe that's the most important thing we can do right now. Maybe the most important thing isn't discover another secret, because there's so many and they're just flying at us. Maybe it's learning how to remain human while we're surrounded by all this information. So, I think that's important. So let's see. You got all your notifications hitting you all the time, and you're just piled with info, man. And you're just always looking at your phone, and it's coming from all directions at you. It's my little slideshow of that. But, one thing that's going on in this world that no one is really talking about is loneliness. We have all this computer stuff everywhere, and, all of this so-called communication with people, but it's something government, health officials, and psychologists and researchers have been warning us about, and that's loneliness. The U.S. Surgeon General has described social connection as a major public health issue and has called attention to an epidemic of loneliness and isolation. The Surgeon General's advisory notes that social isolation is associated with substantially higher risk of premature death. Think about that. Yeah. We've never had more ways to communicate: phones, text messages, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, Zoom. Thousands of people that can watch you live, and yet people can still be profoundly lonely, and that's one of the greatest paradoxes of this modern world. The more connection technology than ever, that doesn't automatically mean that we have more connection, though, man. There's a difference between someone watched my video and someone would come over if I needed help.
Human to human.
That's right.
Instead of human to computer.
Yep. There's a difference between I have 2,000 followers and I have 2 people I can call at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
Which is more important? Your little stupid 2,000 followers or 2 real people. The difference is, on the internet, people know who I am. People are so concerned with that instead of someone who actually knows me, that's the difference. So, I mean, what do you guys think? In chat, throw up your comments, because we can see them and we'll put them on the internet and we'll talk about them. So we'd love to see your comments. We're going to put up the chat right now. How do we show comments? Okay. So they're showing on the screen if anybody's got any answers to these questions as of tonight. But do you think what about you guys and, Bubba and Connie, do you think people are actually lonelier today, or are we simply just more aware of loneliness because we're talking about it?
No, I think we're more lonely. I can speak from experience. I can talk with anybody here online, but if my family, my daughter and my husband are not home, I am lonely, even though I can sit there and talk to all you guys, but I can't wait for them to get home.
What do you think, Bubba? Are people lonelier today or are we just more aware of the fact that everybody's lonely?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on it. I don't see it really being any different now than.
Okay, fair enough. Before
5 years ago or whatever,
people are just about the same.
Yeah,
I got you. Fair enough. Good answer. So okay, we're gonna do something a little strange. So here's a question for the audience.
And also, again, I'm just saying that too, out of my experience. I'm not.
Right.
I can't really speak for others too. Maybe there's a bunch more others who are experiencing that more than I am, maybe, or
right. So okay, tomorrow. Okay, check it out. Here's something I want you to try. Here's a question for anyone listening and watching in the audience. When was the last time you called somebody instead of texting them? Okay.
Ooh.
When was the last time you just called somebody instead of
Today.
text? Yeah, that's good. Here's something I want everybody to try. Tomorrow, call somebody. Just call somebody. Not because you need anything. Don't sell them something. Don't ask them for anything. Just say, hey, man, I was thinking about you. How you doing?
I
Call
don't have
somebody.
anybody to call though.
Yeah,
Seriously.
family
Hey, I'll call you,
members
Bubby.
or
I'll
call
call you.
Bubba.
All my
Yeah.
family's dead.
Or
I'll
there's other
call
things.
Bubba.
We got other ideas. So, but that takes 5 minutes. That's it, right? To call someone and say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. How you doing? Because sometimes we think solving loneliness requires some massive life transformation, right? It doesn't.
No.
It starts with, hey, man, how are you? How are you doing? Are you all right?
What's up?
If you're the lonely person, don't wait for somebody else. Call somebody. Join something. Go to church. That's your
No!
if that's your thing. If that's your thing, go to a gym. Join a
that's your
bowling
thing.
league. Join a damn bowling league. Volunteer for stuff. Take a class. Learn to cook Thai food. Right? Learn to barbecue. There's classes on that. Volunteer, right? We said that. Go fishing. Go fishing. What's up? Fish. Go fucking fishing. Play cards, right?
I can do that on the
Cards.
computer though.
Yeah, play real cards with people though. Like get out the cards. Go buy some cards. They sell them at Walmart. They're like $2, $3.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play
You get
Uno.
cool ones for like $5. Uno, yeah, great idea. Play Uno.
That
Well,
is me
or
getting
just get
animated.
out. Go sit at the coffee shop. Go sit. Go sit at Starbucks and just chill out there, out by the
And if
mall.
you're older, there's like senior citizen centers.
Yeah, exactly. We've somehow created, talk to the person standing next to you. Just wherever you're at tomorrow, just talk to somebody for a second. We somehow created a world where talking to a stranger can feel more frightening than watching a horror movie.
Okay.
We've created this world.
Yes, we have.
It's scary to just talk to a stranger now. We got to get that back, man. We got to get that back. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. Right? Call somebody, reach out, go chill out, and look at these ladies having fun, just hanging out in a little coffee shop. They don't even maybe know each other. They're just like, hi, girl. But anyway, just getting out like that, man. That's what it's
You did that well, way too well.
Thank you. All right, now let's talk about the thing that might be stealing our lives one thumb swipe at a time. Nobody wants to hear this. Even me. We all are guilty, but it's doom scrolling.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so habitual.
Bubba just is diving in. He's just like, I freaking love it, man.
It's habitual.
Lick my screen.
It's addicting.
So this is all right. Doom scrolling is basically consuming negative or distressing information continuously. Often
so now he's talking about the stuff that I doom scroll. It's not only the fact that I'm doom scrolling, it's what I doom scroll.
Yeah, it's negative and distressing information continuously.
Like
that in your brain.
Like sorry.
No,
I doom scroll these like police body cam videos and
that's great, Bubba.
and the
That's
First Amendment auditors, stuff like that.
Shot in the face and stuff. That's great.
Oh.
Often without realizing how much
no
time has passed, too. You just sit there and watch some videos, man. All of a sudden, you've watched like 50 guys get punched in the face and they hit their head on the concrete.
I'll keep saying,
did I really just watch 50 guys get punched in the face?
Like, I'll just watch just this one last video. And
one more guy getting shot in the face. And then maybe I'll get this guy in the shoulder.
And then an hour and a half later, I'm still watching videos.
So, and here's the strange thing. You're not necessarily scrolling because you're enjoying it. You're often scrolling because you're looking for certainty. You're thinking, like you said, Bob, maybe the next video will explain what's happening. But and really it's your brain and the world, maybe the next article will tell me the truth about what's going on in the world. Maybe if I just know enough, I'll finally feel awake.
I just think the ones I watch they're just entertaining.
But the next article or the next video just creates another question for you. So you look for another answer, which creates another question.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly you're trapped. Research and mental health organizations have warned that prolonged exposure to negative news and social media content can increase feelings of anxiety, distress, and overwhelm. So here's my challenge, Bubba, and everyone else, right? And you're doom scrolling.
Bubba and everyone else.
Just try this, man. I mean, if you think it's a real problem for you, just pick one 30-minute period every day, and that's all you get, Bubba. 30 minutes of effing your brain up.
Be bored
I couldn't do it.
That's your information window. That's all the information your brain needs for the day. That during this time, you can look at all the news you want, the politics, the UFOs, conspiracies, whatever you want. You can investigate, right? It's okay to do this some research, watch, but then when the 30 minutes are over, get out. Get out. Let's
and do what?
Do that. Get out. Don't spend 4 hours researching why you shouldn't spend 4 hours researching.
And do what though?
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to set a timer here.
Especially when you're stuck here with no vehicle.
That's hard, but I don't know.
I got a vehicle, but I can't drive it.
It gives me something to do, and I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
and all the rabbit holes, man. You get one, and you just another, and this
it's
another.
Not good for your brain.
No, it's not. It keeps your brain active.
This damn timer. Okay, there we go. 30 minutes. Here's what 30 minutes looks like. Start it up. 30-minute timer. So it's a long time. We're gonna do it.
It's like over already.
No, it's ticking down right now. We went 20 seconds in. So before you click on another video, you should ask yourself this, right? Does this information help me? Can I actually do anything about it? And how do I feel after I consumed it? So if the answer is like no, and terrible, then get off your phone. Your brain, what I'm trying to say is your brain is not a garbage disposal, Bubba. You don't have to feed it everything that the internet throws at you. And that's just good general information for everybody. Hi, Metra. What's going on? How are you? Thanks for watching the show.
For me, watching those videos is the same as someone watching TV.
Yeah, you can do the same thing with TV.
Here's another thing to do with your phone tonight, Bubba. When the show ends, put your phone somewhere where you can't reach it from your bed. So tomorrow morning, don't touch it for the first 30 minutes. And instead, drink water, wake up, take a shower, go outside, look at the sky. Hey, look at the sky instead. Talk to somebody. Talk to a person. Talk to a human being. Call someone like we talked about maybe. Although that's on your phone, so that's but not as long as you don't scroll. But make breakfast. Make breakfast instead of looking at your phone. Pet the dog. Pet the cat. Feed the dog or the cat, right? Listen to some music. Not on your phone. Well, okay, you can do it on your phone. You can play music on your phone. If that's all you're doing. You're not doom scrolling, right? Anything. Just don't begin your day by letting 47,000 strangers tell you what you should be afraid of or not for the day, or how you should plan your day. Bubba. You
Well,
basically,
I first thing I do is I go on there and I just go through the notifications and get rid of
yeah,
them.
that's the
To get
worst.
rid
Those
of
are
the
the,
notifications. Like
yeah. Okay, here's another thing.
most of them I do not even look at. I
Here's
just
another thing. Turn
swipe
off
them
your
away.
notifications. Turn them all off. Turn every fucking one of those notifications off, Bob. Excuse my language.
The
Your
sound is
phone,
off.
go into your go into your settings and just turn them all off. You don't need those
My,
notifications. You don't need any of them. Any of them. I don't care what it is.
We don't need them, but we want them.
No, you don't. You're just polluting your brain and your mind with. I'm telling everybody else, best thing you could possibly do on your telephone.
my
Maybe not Bubba.
notifications are usually
Bubba
for
is an
Bubba.
unusual circumstance. Bubba spends a lot
He-
of time at home. Bubba is disabled, right?
One
Somewhat,
eye.
and he is a fucking hardhead. Excuse my language. So
Nothing you said has been a lie.
Right.
and
It's not a
I
lie.
love Bubba. He knows that, but don't. And Bubba doesn't always have the best life advice. Let me just say that. Neither do I. Neither does anybody.
I can agree with Bubba because we're both in the same boat.
Right. And Connie is another example, who, she's older. She's has some issues, medical things going on, and doesn't get out as much as she'd like. And maybe even some social issues, you said, possibly, that you just don't even want to talk to people sometimes, Is that right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
If I had a car, I'd be gone most of the time doing stuff. But
So those are just, tonight's shows, things to just help you be a human again, and the phone's taking that away from us, man. And so as much as you can keep it out of your life and not let it run your life, man, think about that. It runs your life first thing in the morning. Oh, what's the weather? What's going on? What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Oh no.
that
Who
stuff
cares?
doesn't
Go
bother
hug
me.
a tree.
What bothers me is if I had the option to go out and do things and I chose not to go do things
Oh
with
no,
friends
you
and
missed
stuff
something. You
because
didn't
I
miss
want to be on the
nothing.
phone.
You missed
Yeah,
some
I'm not
girl
doing that.
whose cat was stuck in a tree, and the fire department came and rescued the cat. You missed some guy beating somebody up at a bar. And local. That's the local news you missed. National stuff you missed. You missed a couple school shootings, probably. That's weekly now. And you probably missed some war, some good war news, and maybe some news about the Trumpster. That's what you missed, Bubba. There you go. So that's your noties. That's your noties, everybody. Get your noties. So anyway, there you go. There's Bubba staying up all night with getting his noties.
I try to sleep, and then half the time I'm getting up and because of pain or something like that, and Bubba's usually up. Hi, Bubba.
Well, I'm asking everybody in the audience that's listening, just give it a shot and let us know next week if it worked for you. Don't use your phone next 30 minutes of the day. And when you do decide to do your doom scrolling, give yourself 30 minutes. Cut yourself off. Then do something else, Okay, and we're going to talk about some other things here at the end of how, just things you can do to improve your life. So sorry if that's maybe not our usual thing, but, we are going to talk about the internet and some other weird things. So one thing that I want to talk about, and
I think mainly it's just that if it's preventing you from doing things like cleaning your house or doing the dishes or cooking you a meal, then it becomes a problem. But if you're just doing things in between, because I severely multitask, and then yeah, it's a problem. But when it's all you got, it's all we can do. But if it's taking over your life, yeah, it's a problem.
yeah. All right. So dang it, I'm just trying to. All right, anyway. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is something that's extremely disturbing that happened this week. And so this is your warning right now. We're going to talk about self-harm. So no graphic footage will be shown. The screen's black right now, right? But we're going to talk about something disturbing that happened this week. Perez Hilton, whose name is Mario Lavanderia, was hospitalized after an apparent self-harm incident.
Who is he?
It was live streamed on TikTok. He was a famous celebrity reporter. You know, he's not like a gossiper as much as he calls himself like a documenter of celebrities, but he's a gossiper. Let's face it. He talks celebrity gossip, and he talks about other celebrities and gets in arguments with them and fights and he's been banned from the internet already from, I don't know, for doing other stuff. I don't know.
So in other words, he's a pain in the ass.
Well, what he did was his real name is Mario Lavandria. He was hospitalized after an apparent self-harm that was live streamed on TikTok. What happened was he was on TikTok and he started cutting himself with a knife, with a butter knife, and he rubbed blood all over his body, and he was covered with blood, head to waist at least. And somehow TikTok allowed it to go for 30 minutes, which is insane. Somehow the people sitting there watching just sat there like some zombies, and I don't know. Finally someone had called the authorities, but we're not going to show you any graphic footage tonight. We don't think we need to.
Darn.
I think there's a bigger question. Why were people watching? Sitting there, smiling, watching. Some were horrified, some were confused, some were commenting, some apparently wondering if what they were seeing was real. And eventually emergency services were contacted. And this raises a disturbing question about the internet, man. What happens when somebody's worst moment becomes entertainment now?
I mean, he put it out there.
I want to ask.
Isn't it the same thing like rubbernecking a car accident?
I mean,
yes, it is.
It sounds just to me, it's a little different when he put that out there himself. It's not like someone videotaped him and went and threw it out on the internet.
No, he put it out on his account with thousands of people watching him and his followers. I want to ask everybody watching and everybody in the room, if you see somebody hurting themselves on a live stream, what do you do? Just say A, B, C, or D, or E, if you're in chat. A, keep watching. B, comment. C, report it. D, call emergency services. E, try to contact the person. What's our responsibility when a person on the other side of the screen might actually be in danger? What do you think? What do you guys do? What would you do if you saw somebody doing that, you guys?
I had heard about it while it was going on, and I didn't want to watch it at all.
Right. Oh, so you live just okay. So what about you, Bubba? What if you saw somebody hurting themselves on live? What would you do?
Probably nothing.
Well, don't you think you should call the cops at the very least?
Then go where? Tell them to go where?
I don't know. I think it's better than doing nothing. They probably have ways of finding people now.
I got a different view on that stuff. So
what?
And I'm sure I got a different view on that kind of stuff, but I don't think it's probably very well shared opinion.
I don't know what that means, but what does that mean? You don't want to tell us the way you feel?
I just think, I mean, if someone really wants to do, we don't know what they're going through, I mean, if they want to do it, let them do it.
So you
on
think
me.
it's just
I mean,
whatever? All right, fair enough. Okay, so people are saying other things like it was a ritual, it was fake. He was moaning and groaning, almost like he was having sex, like he wanted. Other people say maybe like you, Bubba, he just wanted attention. Other people say he's suffering. Others are furious about this because they believe the broadcast exposed viewers to like a disturbing sexualized or fetish like material without consent. Right?
Like a snuff film.
Yeah, that was forced on thousands of people. They didn't want to watch that.
well, they had the option to shut it off.
Yeah, they did have the
Maybe,
option.
but and still they didn't expect to see a blood ritual happen in front of them, possibly. But we slow down, and we don't have enough, response. We don't know enough to responsibly declare that that's what his intention was, and that's important. So because the internet has developed a terrible habit of if something happens, we have to have. I mean, we have incomplete information, and then within 15 minutes, everybody has a complete explanation. That's not investigation. That's storytelling. So
He might be going through some really hard times in his life. Like for all I know, I mean,
it's okay to say it's unexplained. Yeah, we don't have to fill an empty space. We don't have to fill every empty space with a theory, right? The guy was having problems. We don't know. So,
well, they said he was having he was in the hospital for something, and then they let him go, and sometimes if you have surgery or something like that, with the medications and stuff, you can get a little screwy in the head.
yeah.
You're supposed to be observed. That's why you're supposed to be observed for at least a week.
Uh-huh.
And
So
I don't think he was.
I just have a hard time trying to decipher the fact of I really think a person should have their own say. I mean, if a person doesn't want to live anymore, I think they should have that option. That
yeah, that's
should
fine, but
be
don't
their
do it in
choice.
front of
But
don't do it on the internet in front of everybody.
yeah, I
Right.
agree. I agree. To me, when you do something like that, that means you technically don't want to kill yourself because you're,
What do you think?
or like if someone, calls you and says, "Hey, I'm killing myself right now," you know what I mean? They obviously don't really want to do it, or they wouldn't have told anybody about it.
Right.
So
well,
he's
He,
yelling for help, is what he's doing.
right. He wants somebody to stop him.
well, maybe the Paris Hilton story isn't exactly, the story isn't really about Paris Hilton tonight. It's more about what happens when like human suffering enters the attention economy. The internet, rewards shock and outrage and
Yes, it does.
extremes and controversies. And now we're watching people experience some of their most intimate moments of their lives in front of millions. So maybe tonight's lesson is just not everything that can be watched should be watched. Right?
Right.
So there you
I
have
know
it.
I didn't want to watch it. It was like, no, I don't
Mm-mm.
want to watch that crap.
Hell no, I wasn't gonna watch that.
All right.
Could be some satanic ritual. Who knows? Or he just had a breakdown, man. But his family released a statement saying he was receiving surgery for the wounds. So I don't know. He definitely hurt himself with it. People said he didn't even cut himself, and it was like wrestling blood or whatever. But all right, so another thing, another bummer. So Joe Fells. We're going to talk about Joe Fells. Let's get just
I
a
don't
good
know who he
picture of
is.
Joe. Well, let's see. There he is.
Okay. I saw something on there, but I didn't know who he was. Dies at age 40. Wow. Of what?
Well, apparently he hung himself.
Oh.
So,
Who is this again?
okay, so he was a fascinating guy. Okay, and this story is exploding over the internet. So we're going to show a photo of Joe and a few others, but we're not going to show any kind of death scene material or nothing crazy. So this is exploding across the internet. Joe Fells. If you don't know who he was, we talked about him on our show one time. I don't know if you guys remember.
I thought he looked familiar, like we've talked about this.
So he was a fascinating guy. He built an enormous online following documenting his life, his business ventures. He lived out of a van. He had these DIY projects he was always doing. He talked about spirituality. And eventually his work was solar energy. His own biography describes him as an electrician, entrepreneur, solar consultant, builder, van lifer, and world traveler. According to his own business history, he largely entered social media in 2022 after moving from a large home to a converted van and beginning to document his journey. Then something really interesting happened. Joe became increasingly interested in old books and sacred texts.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And his Fells Books project was specifically about digitizing rare and antique religious texts using scanning and AI powered OCR so everyone could search them and access them. They were ancient Bibles that he had, stacks of them. And this is real and it's documented. And he also built a business around solar energy and energy independence. That's real too. Now, this is where things get weird because people are online making claims that Joe had discovered ancient technologies, alien related information, secret knowledge, Masonic texts, ancient Bibles, maps, and information that powerful people didn't want released. There are also people circulating claims that symbols associated with Freemasonry appeared on his property and that he had Masonic literature. And every once in a while he'd throw up a devil horn like this, and people are like, well, that means love in sign language unless you do this, and then it's the devil. That's the devil horn, but this is love. But anyway, he would do this every once in a while. And there's a picture of him doing this in front of a Masonic symbol on his trailer. He's lived in a mobile home or a van or something, and behind him there's like a Masonic symbol on the trailer. So was Joe some kind of Freemason plant, and this is all just to just shock the world and distract us, or what? But there's people saying Joe was silenced, and that's where I want to draw the line, because we can investigate those claims, we can ask questions, we can examine his videos, we can take a look at what he actually said. Well, we should just not turn an allegation into a fact simply because it makes a compelling story. Joe died at age 40. His death was announced by his girlfriend, Alexandra, on August 3rd. There's initially no public cause of death. It was weird. They released it. How do you release somebody's death on Instagram? And that's it. Well, then no public statements from the police.
To me, that means he's not dead. He's hanging out with Tupac and Elvis.
People say that's a red flag, or he's hanging out with the guy who just disappeared from, alien David. What's his name? The guy we talked about who, suicided himself and worked on alien architects or.
This is what I think, if we were going over about aliens before, when you start tying the ancient text and even the Bible with its correct translations, and you actually see the aliens, how is it going to make Christians feel? Is it going to drive them crazy?
There was initially no public cause of death. And then on August 7th, the Paulding County coroner publicly confirmed that his cause of death was suicide by hanging. His loved ones have specifically pushed back against online speculation and asked people not to spread false narratives about his death.
Was he scared about something?
That's important. I don't know, man. But tonight we're going to question things. But questioning is not the same thing as accusing. You know, so we don't know what happened to this guy. You know, we don't know if he was a Mason or not. But we're talking about it. And that's, you know, what people are saying. And, you know, they're saying that maybe he was silenced. But also behind the scenes, I heard some things like his girlfriend had him committed to some kind of asylum almost, or not, you know, I don't know exactly, but somewhere to get help 2 times. And then she had committed him again. And he was living in Costa Rica, and then she brought him. They came back to America, and I think he was getting treatment for a 3rd time, and he may have hung himself at this facility, possibly. So, and then people are saying, "Well, his girlfriend's his handler," and you know, and she got on his Instagram and just put these kind of weird, vague videos up, like nothing happened. And she was just talking. It's kind of weird. Like in 3 days, you know, in the 3-4 days after his death, they were just kind of strange videos. So I don't know. People are questioning and freaking out about it. And, you know, there's something interesting when people become obsessed with hidden information like this guy, you know, and often they discover something uncomfortable, and there's always another layer of this that we don't know about. And then there's another, then another, then another.
Sure, there's a lot we don't know about.
Eventually, you realize, you know, you can spend the rest of your life investigating the internet. You never actually live your life. That's what brings us back to tonight's theme. So Joe just...
I might have to research that tonight.
He's a trip, man. He investigated everything, and he looked, and he was into free energy. He was also really good friends with the guy who turns plastic into gasoline. You seen that dude? He's a black dude. He's amazing. He calls it plasticine. And he was friends with Joe. He was very good friends with Joe, and people are saying we have to protect this guy. It's not a joke. It's real. You haven't seen this dude? Hold on. We're going to look at him. I got him right here.
Kind of like the Back to the Future thing where he was taking the garbage and putting it in the car for fuel. Recycling.
Let's see. Hey, we're on Instagram Live now. What's up, everybody? Sorry we're late getting on Instagram. Let's see. And this guy, he's a little scared because, you know, Joe's now, you know, gone, his buddy, and he's been making videos with him. And they just made videos a few days ago saying crazy stuff, man. Like, if I die, Joe literally said, if something happens to me, man, ask questions. That's what he said. If something happens to me, ask as many questions as you can, man. That's what he said. And that's what we're doing tonight for Joe. Kind of, sort of. Let's see. Maybe it's...
Also, we had Metro in our chat. Don't know if he's still there.
Said, hi, what's up, Metro? Yeah, he's been in there forever. He or she, and YouTube.
Welcome.
Let's see.
Here.
There we go. Julian Brown.
Atlanta. Listen when I tell you, I've created my own gas station that turns plastic waste into gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. What I do is I implement microwaves which are powered off of solar, to then turn plastic waste into fuel with my machines. It works through the process of this. Plastic is made of petroleum. I want you to think about plastic as the solid form of petroleum, just like how ice is the solid form of water. You put plastic inside of a chamber that has no oxygen or has no air inside of it, and then from there, the microwaves will heat up the plastic and break it apart on a chemical level, but it can't catch on fire because there's no air or no oxygen. And a fire needs air to exist.
Okay,
right?
so this guy's
without
Julian
air,
Brown, and he's a good friend of his, and people are saying we need to protect that man at all costs. Here's a couple more Joe videos before we go. See, here's Joe's Instagram.
So is it proven that this works, that this method of turning plastic into fuel, is that a real thing? I mean,
yeah, so far he's tested it, he's showing it, all kinds of stuff.
Now, what type of motor? Is it a special motor?
I don't know.
Is it a regular motor? Because he did say
vehicles.
He did say gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. So I mean,
yeah,
to me that sounds like normal engines. But
all right, so here's Joe's Instagram. These videos are new. People have also said that his videos are being sponged, that the important ones that are about a lot of stuff are gone. And so other people are capturing them and saving them, literally. You know, here's some of her videos. There's more added. I don't know. Let's see.
I take it that was his girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like videos are gone. Where he was talking to the guy who said they're both doing a video, and he was like, "Yeah, they're gonna kill both of us," or something like that. He literally says.
Now, I have a question too.
Yeah.
What are, and you probably are not going to be able to answer this, but I still have a question. What is her mental status?
Oh, she's just like normal and like weird, and like her eyes are all freaky. Look at her eyes.
She's all there.
What's up with her eyes? There she is. Talking about it, just all calm. And this is what she put on.
While you rekindle your flame. Boy, y'all better be carrying some solar flare type flashlights. I'm healing, not healed. There's a big difference between the two. And since we've been back from Costa Rica the last 2 months, life has made damn sure I understood that.
I don't know. It's just a random thing she put up.
Like I said, I just was wondering because I don't know. You know, I just have no idea.
Oh, so that was 30 minutes, just so everyone knows. So that's a lot of time to scroll on the internet, isn't it, Bubba? 30 minutes. Just set a timer next time. So here's Joe on his 40th birthday, not too long after he passed away, and this was in the time that he was kind of off the internet for 2 or 3 months while he was going into rehab, and then all we heard is, oh, well, he died from being hung. And, you know, so this period here, he was gone already. This was Joe's left this earth. It's like the videos aren't here.
After 1,000 DMs asking the same question, I figured I'd just make a video.
When he was in America.
Everybody wants to know why I'm not in Costa Rica. What am I doing back in the States? And the answer is this: life, man. You gotta remember, content creators are people too. I am just like you. I'm a regular old guy who's just been out there chasing his dreams. But when I have things that I need to fix, I come back and handle them because that's what a man does.
So he's talking about.
I got cars that break down. I got tenants that tear up my houses. I have business and family obligations that I need to take care of. And if it meant leaving my off-grid paradise over there, so be it.
Because that's hang himself though. But yeah, sad. So check out his page, Joe Phelps. You know, but really, when you could dive down really deep, you'll see that he had Bibles.
You want to put links to that in our chat?
Yeah. Where's the Bibles and stuff? See, so
some of our people might.
An hour isn't an hour anymore. They've changed the way time works, and I can prove it to you.
See, he's just getting into like how they live on time.
The details of the working minutes required to buy selected foodstuffs in 1958. Check this out: a kilogram of beef, 1958. 44 minutes to earn 2.2 pounds of.
Hold on, let's dive deeper into Joe's stuff before we go.
So what was he just getting at there?
I don't know, but he has some old book, but he has all these old Bibles, and I'm not even seeing videos about him now. It's like it's been scrubbed. But he also found all these alien technology, and it's not even, how far back is that? I mean, he met this girl, and then now he's dead. Let's see.
It sounded like he wanted to go off grid too.
Yeah, they both lived off grid together, kind of, sort of. Okay, so there he is. See, with dude. You know, they did appearances together and were talking about stuff. So, you know, they're close. This guy is hot. So, but he found
Judea, Palestine, or the Holy Land. The country received the name of Palestine. The climate of Palestine.
So who has all these Bibles?
In the front of
I want to know.
There's something going on with the last known holder being a bush.
They look almost identical.
I didn't even notice that. Where'd you get these, homie?
It was a thrift store.
VW
It
Bush?
might be doves.
Literally a thrift store. Just the guy put them up there. He didn't have any price tag or nothing.
Does it have the apocrypha?
Yes, and the Songs of David in all former translations.
The informational section.
Dictionary at the very beginning of the book. And I think that's when they.
Yeah, so he wanted to take
book.
all of these Bibles and digitize them so everyone could study them together. So hopefully that's still being done. Now here's the guy where he talks about, oh man, they're gonna kill us if they see us.
Do you think the earth is full of molten lava or water?
Well, I know there's both.
Where do they get a lot of the oil that we use?
On the ground.
Some.
Out of the ground. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been shocked a lot, but he just inverted that shit. You gotta cut it back on so I take it like a man too.
So, man, but he you know, before this, he found these alien tech, and here's some of it. Yeah, here we go.
Please explain this. There's nothing in here to make energy. Where's it coming from? We are looking at either frequency or magnetic energy. When I break contact, it goes away. ¿Qué tipo de fiebre es este?
Simplemente es un cristal de roca, una tecnología avanzada.
He found all, you know, he went to these all over Mexico and he found this technology. So he was a trippy dude, man. Check him up. I want to put his Instagram up. Everybody can check that out and dive into Joe. There we go.
Is she picking her nose?
It doesn't look like it, don't it?
Kind of looks like it.
I think she's crying.
You out there chasing money, you have to understand the law of attraction. Money.
So that's Joe. So a couple other things. Let's see. So some crazy things going on in the world right now. Some other crazy things. Is Tartaria.
It's in the news again?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it hasn't left. Dang it. Where's my slash?
It hasn't left.
Yeah, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. People are just going crazy about it, basically, Bubba. I mean, it's just huge now. I mean, okay. this is the deep end of the internet right now. Tartaria. It's mud floods. It's lost civilizations. It's ancient architecture. Great fires. Hidden history. And this rabbit hole has just exploded online. And I understand why. I mean, look at some of these buildings. Look at the architecture. Look at these old photographs. Massive train stations, courthouses, World Fair structures, cathedrals with big, huge domes and monuments.
Oh yeah, I seen about how the architecture that we're finding. It's a certain, so old that it's before we should have been doing that architecture.
That's right. And so we have to ask, how in the hell did people do this? That's a legitimate question. But then comes the next question, does evidence actually support the answers we're being given online lately? So what we actually know, Tartaria absolutely appears on historical maps all over the place. But that's not controversial, because historic researchers generally understand Tartary as a broad geographic cartographic term used by Europeans for parts of northern and central Asia. Not evidence of a single technologically advanced worldwide empire.
They did find though, and I don't know where. I don't remember where. It was just we went over it where they found like human remains that date back way farther
than they should. Yep.
What we ever thought as humans being on Earth. Period. And if that's is a thing, then maybe technology to an extent was a lot older than what we thought, which is kind of like
we don't know. We don't know. And there's currently no reliable historical or archaeological evidence establishing this internet version of the worldwide Tartarian civilization destroyed by a big global mud flood. But the architecture is crazy and interesting, man. And, we're not saying they're lying on this show. I'm not, there were enormous fires in America. And people say that's where, the history has been wiped out is when these fires happen, at these world fairs, places like this.
Was these fires because it was so dry?
No, they just happen in every city. They happen enormous fires in America, and that's where they say that they wiped out our history in these places. Chicago, San Francisco, Boston, Baltimore, Pacheco, and many others cities were repeatedly destroyed and rebuilt.
Well, also back then, the fire departments weren't very well equipped either to handle big fires.
But this is a historical fact. So the conspiracy question is, was something deliberately erased during those fires? So,
I mean, that's possible too.
We don't have any
those fires deliberate.
We don't have any evidence establishing like a coordinated worldwide historical reset. But we can examine, what burned, what survived, what was rebuilt, who owned the land, what changed, what disappeared. That's how you investigate.
Have they established any of like those major fires like that, how they started?
Oh, yeah. And there's, causes and solutions. And, you can find out everything about it. It's crazy, though. This happened even. Coincidence? We don't know. But extraordinary claims. So another thing going around, dinosaurs and dragons and people are saying dinosaurs weren't even real. That's going around.
Yeah, where they were actually dragons, and at some point in time they were renamed from dragons to dinosaurs.
And the ancient giants existed, and the frozen animals they're saying are actually evidence of some catastrophic event or reset. Some people interpret unusual fossils and remains through completely different historical frameworks. My position tonight is simple. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So if somebody says, I found a fossil, great. Let's look at it. If somebody says, I found evidence that dinosaurs never existed, okay, show me. If somebody says there's frozen humans from an ancient civilization, okay, let's identify the remains and let's date them and let's examine the DNA and let's look at the geology,
But now, even aren't they saying that they're starting to believe that the Earth itself is older than what they originally thought?
Oh, yeah. Maybe millions of years ago. Maybe even Adam and Eve happened millions of years ago instead of, thousands like we thought. People have said that. But the weirdest thing that we can do as a show like this is demand evidence.
Hey, well, think about it. If the Earth is even older, I mean, chances are, especially over millions and millions of years, the Earth could have went through so many like complete world events that just wiped everything completely out. It's that's very. I mean, it's plausible. It's
could be what people are saying. We just don't have any proof. So, okay, let's talk about something that isn't ancient history real quick. Something recent that's stressing everybody out. Anthony Fauci, on July 29th, Fauci appeared before a Senate panel investigating aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic, and he invoked his Fifth Amendment rights like 100 times rather than answer
at least 100 times.
Reports say he revoked the Fifth repeatedly during the hearing, and this immediately exploded across the internet, man. People are saying, see, he's guilty.
The last I heard, they were talking, the judge was talking about holding them in contempt for this.
Other people say he's got a constitutional right to remain silent. That's how it works. Those are two very different claims. Here's the important distinction. Invoking the Fifth Amendment is not in itself proof that someone committed a crime.
Right.
It is constitutional protection against compelled self-incrimination. But I completely understand why people watching that hearing have questions, and because millions of people trusted public health officials during COVID, and millions of people made enormous decisions based on what they were told by this man. And when people later we see these officials disagreeing, changing positions, withholding information, refusing to answer question, trust gets damaged.
Glad I didn't listen to him.
Everyone's trust gets damaged, man. The real question is maybe was Fauci good or evil? Maybe it's how much authority should any human being have over the lives of all of our lives without being questioned?
I think he was either in on it or just very, very, very misinformed.
Well, the answer, it should be not much. Nobody should have that much authority over our lives without being questioned. Question everybody. Question politicians. Question scientists. Question corporations. Question, that's what this show is about tonight. Question influencers. Question doctors. Question news organizations. Question me.
I questioned that whole thing because, like,
if I tell you something tonight, go check it.
I mean, like, honestly, like, just with that situation, it was the whole, here, we've barely tested this vaccine, but here, take it. Here, take it. They're shoving that, even almost forcing people to get it.
Yeah, it couldn't work. Couldn't do jobs. If you're a musician or something, they force all the musicians to take it.
Here's my thing with it. If we can all question We can have them in front of Congress and say all this stuff or not say all this stuff. The thing is, the bottom line, nothing gets done.
Yep. All right, and finally, before we talk about, some things you can do to combat all of this craziness in the world right now, all the noise. But some more noise that's hitting us right now is UFOs. And we talk about UFOs all the time, but aliens. Of course, we're talking about aliens. If you spend 5 minutes on the internet right now, you're going to encounter, some kind of UAP video or UFO video. The government hearings are going on. The declassified documents are coming out with military encounters, whistleblowers, pilots, radar, strange objects in the sky, claims about underground bases, claims about recovered craft, claims about biological beings we're worried about, claims about reverse engineering. Some of it's documented, some of it's disputed, some of it's fake, some of it's, genuinely just unexplained. And I think unexplained right now for us is just a perfectly respectable category. You don't have to say it's aliens, but you also don't have to say everything's a balloon. Sometimes we don't know yet is maybe the most intellectually honest answer available.
Well, when you have got whistleblowers in Congress saying that there's aliens, yes, we have them. Yes, we have the technology. Yes, we've reverse engineered them. Yes, we've worked with them, all in front of Congress. And what have we gotten? Oh, UAPs. This is what we've gotten.
You got a friend in me. That's what my cup says. Got Woody in.
Just searching UAP.
Buzz.
Just a quick Google search of UAP. One of the first things is it says UFO files. Watch appears to jump 25 minutes ahead after encounter.
So, that's wild.
But everything right now, or most of it's all about the fifth batch of UAP
files coming out. Yeah, now they're been released. So, and now here's the other thing, that's stressful about the internet and what's going on out there is AI has changed everything lately. This scares me more than aliens do right now. Because 5 years ago, if I showed you a video of something impossible, you might believe it. Right. Today, you have to ask yourself, was this generated? Was the voice generated? Was the face generated? Was the photograph generated? Was the interview generated? Was the quote generated? Was the news story generated? Was the historical document altered? Now we're entering an era where seeing is no longer necessary believing. And that means we're going to have to develop something that we desperately need. It's called epistemic discipline. It's a fancy way of just learning to say, I don't know. You just kind of got to go through the internet and just go, I don't know, man. So I'm trying to help everyone figure out like what's real and what's not real on the internet. Like for now, when you
can't
when you encounter something online, put it into 4 boxes in your mind. Box one, is it a known fact? Right? We have strong evidence. Number 2, it just goes in number 2, which is probable. There's good evidence, but not certainty, right? Box 3 is, okay, it's possible, but there's not enough, insufficient evidence, right? Not enough evidence. Or just box 4, unsupported, we don't have any credible evidence. So, you're allowed to, move something between boxes. That's the trick, because you can move things around.
But everybody's going to believe it differently.
Yeah, and if new evidence appears, then change your mind. It's okay. That's not weakness. That's intelligence. That makes sense. Okay. We spent the entire show almost talking about insanity, kind of. There's some fresh UFO shots we didn't look at.
I was trying to find what I thought I had saved it, but I can't find where I said, or if I did. But
yeah,
something about a large triangle-shaped one being seen over, I believe, Missouri.
You what? Say that again.
Something about a large triangle-shaped UFO
Where?
over Missouri.
What? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like it was just in the news here recently, but
oh, okay. Well, so all right, I want to wrap this up. How to change your frequency. Today we spent the entire show talking about insanity, so we're going to end somewhere beautiful. I want you to remember some things, okay? You don't have to solve the world tonight. You don't have to figure out if Tartaria existed. You don't have to determine whether every UFO is extraterrestrial. You don't have to solve the Kennedy assassination. You don't have to understand every government document. You don't have to watch another 73-minute video explaining the truth. You can put the phone down and your life will continue. Okay? Put the phone down. So here's some 10 things I want you to do. Number 1, get outside. That's it. These are for you guys too, Bubba and Connie. Get outside. 10 minutes with no phone. 10 minutes with no phone. Just go outside and look at the sky and the trees and the clouds and sunset. Whatever's there. Just spend 10 minutes. That's all. Whatever's there. Sunset, clouds, trees. Okay? Number two for tomorrow. Call somebody. Not text. Call. Hear another human voice. All right? This is for everybody.
I'll be calling you at work, Rob.
All right, you can call me. I'll talk to you.
Okay.
217-819-2935. That's my number. You got my number. Number 3. Okay, make something. Just make something. Cook, build, paint, write, fix something, plant something, create. Consumption is not the same thing as creation. Doom scrolling, watching it, screen time, any screen time, it doesn't matter. TV, your phone, computer, it's all the same. It's all screen time. It's all consumption. And that's not the same thing as creation. So make something. Make something. Make some food. Build something. Paint something. Fix something in your damn house. If something's broken, fix it. Paint it. Fix it up. Make it look nice. It's your house. Come on, man. You live there. Today I went outside and I put a bunch of bricks in front of my house. Like I ripped out this old crappy thing in front of my house. It was like a border around the garden area, kind of in front of the house, where the foliage goes in front of the house. So I ripped that out and replaced it with gray bricks, and it looks all nice and looks amazing. It took like 4 hours. It's killing me. I had to take like three ibuprofens just to do the show. We can't hear you, Bubba.
Yep, I think it went silent again.
Yeah, you can't. No, Bubba. All right, so number 4. Here you go. Move. Move your body. Bubba, can you hear me still or not? Yeah, you just can't talk?
No.
Huh, no talkie. Okay. All right, so number 4 is move your body. Walk, stretch, lift weights, ride a bike, dance around your living room. I don't care. Just move. Move your body. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5. We already talked about this once. But turn off your notifications on your phone. Just turn them off. You don't need your phone screaming breaking news every 12 minutes at you. You can find out tomorrow. Or you just don't need to know. So turn off your notifications. You'll feel a lot better. Number 6, have a no phone meal. Have no phone meals. Sit at the table, look at the person in front of you and just talk. Right? No phone meals. Doesn't have to be everyone. Sometimes it's whatever, but it drives me nuts when someone's across me on their phone. I think that's disrespectful. Look at the person in front of you, talk, or don't go out to eat with me. Number 7, learn something deep. Learn something. Not a 30-second video, not a 3-second video. Read a book. Read a primary source of some kind. Go to an official source like, I don't know, National Geographic or somebody, or
I like Harry Potter.
There you go. Read a book. Read Harry Potter. Amazing. Yes. Thank you. I don't know. Study something that you haven't studied before. Go down a rabbit hole of some kind, but bring a flashlight and, don't do it on your phone. Get on a rabbit hole like, a way to make money. You make yourself some money. Come up with a business that you could do in your house. Come up with sell food out of your house. You can make a cottage food business in your house. All you gotta do is get a $200 food course under your belt, and you can sell like cupcakes and cookies and brownies and jam and jelly and cook them up in your kitchen and take them to the county market and make yourself probably $1,000 a week, probably more.
How about now?
Yep.
Yeah, we got you. Get some cakes, sell some cakes out the county market. There's a lot of things you can do like that to just make yourself money. Go buy Legos. Let's go buy Legos and start collecting. Put them in the garage and then just sell them whenever they buy those Legos that are getting ready to retire. That's what you do.
I've been doing Lego sets.
Yeah, and then when they you've been building them? Yeah, cool. Yeah. So but buying them is the thing. You just buy them and stash them and then sell them in 2 years. Put them on eBay. So, but yeah, figure out some way to make yourself some money. Okay, number 8. Do something kind that nobody will see tomorrow. Buy somebody coffee. Help somebody. This doesn't have to be tomorrow, but just all the time. Just do this. All these things you should just do all the time.
Paint it forward, like going into a drive-through and paying for somebody behind you.
Help somebody. Buy somebody coffee, man. That means so much to people. Just stupid little things like that. Call an old friend up. Feed an animal. Maybe you don't really like animals, but feed one. But you don't normally do that around the house. You know what I mean? Give him some water, feed him, help him out. It's hot. All right.
Anybody know a great thing to get rid of hornets?
Yeah.
My neighbor has this huge thing, and he won't mow his grass, and there's like 1,000 hornets.
Oh no! Yeah, they suck getting stung by them too.
Pour gasoline down their hole.
I guess.
Light it.
So do nice things nobody sees, right? Don't like film yourself giving a homeless person money or something. I hate that. You ever see that? Like, I'm giving this guy a sandwich. Like, you're so cool, dude. Fuck, that pisses me off.
They're only doing it for the praise of it.
So here's some things you could do that no one will see. Pick up trash. Just go pick up some trash. Just get out and go pick up some trash. Just walk around. Make the world a beautiful place. Give somebody a compliment. Don't post it, though. Don't film it. Don't turn it into content. Just do it. That's all. Just do something nice. Help somebody. That's number 8. Okay. Do something nice that no one sees. Just you. That's it. You're the only one that knows about it.
I like to do that in stores. Like
Yeah.
the cashier, if I like their nails or their
Yeah.
hair
Give them
or
a
something.
compliment. Yeah.
I like to do
Sometimes
that in
that could make
stores.
someone's day. Number 9, sleep.
I wish.
Get some sleep. Seriously. The world doesn't need another investigation tonight. Doesn't need another round of Final Fantasy. It can wait.
Hey,
It can wait till tomorrow. Sometimes you need 8 hours instead.
I never get 8 hours ever.
Well, start working on it. You might feel better.
Broke up.
You what?
Mine is broke up. I'll sleep for 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll wake up in pain, and then I
Yeah.
have to wait for the pain pill to take effect, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up again, and it's
I've
a
learned
constant battle.
The most I get a night is anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a night.
Yeah. Well, sleep's important, man.
It is.
So-
I'd love to sleep all night like I used to. You know, just lay back and just, you know, I can't anymore. I wish I could.
Once in a while, I'll get that, but
Look at the sunset. Hang out with friends. Chill with your family. Go on a hike. Go camping.
what do you
Cook some
do?
marshmallows.
What do you do if you can't do all that? That's the thing.
Yeah, it's hard. You're right. I don't know. Get outside. Just step on the porch and soak in the sun.
Well, I can't because of the hornets right now.
Well, get rid of them hornets. You're right. We got to do something about that. Well, okay. And finally, number 10. Number 10 is remember that your life is happening offline. The internet can make you believe that the entire world is happening on your screen.
Yeah.
It isn't. Your daughter is real. Your son is real.
Yep.
Your wife
Especially
is
with these
real.
wars. We're
Yep.
not fighting a war here.
Yeah.
And we don't really know what they're doing over there. They could be lying to us for all we know.
Yeah. Could all be over tomorrow, man.
Right.
They
You
say
hear the
Russia's
same
got
thing.
some big super missile now. They can just shoot up in the sky, and then it just shoots down missiles at us from satellites. So yeah, that's great.
I've listened to Putin before. He makes more sense than we do.
So the world isn't happening on your screen. It's in front of you. It's your daughter's real. Your son's real.
Right.
Your wife's real. Your husband's real. Your friends are real. Your neighbor's real. Your dog is real. Your cat is real. The sunrise is real. The food that you're eating is real. The person sitting next to you is real. Your life is real. Right? Your life is real. Not that shit on your phone. Final audience. Tonight, I just want to end with some questions, not conspiracy questions, just human questions.
Human questions.
I'm an alien.
What's the biggest thing you've been obsessing over online that you should probably take a break from?
Religious stuff.
Yeah.
And I did. I went through my YouTube and I just started deleting stuff because I'm sick and tired of being lied to.
Uh-huh.
So I went delete, 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 delete.
What about you, Bubba? What have you been obsessing over online that you should probably take a break from?
I don't know about anything that I should take a break from.
Just the doom scrolling in general, you think maybe?
Maybe.
All right. Okay. Here's a question for. So, who's someone you haven't talked to in a long time that you could call tomorrow?
To be
Chat
honest,
room
I
cheers.
lost all my old friends. They all got lives, or they're dead, or
Anybody, Bubba? Somebody you haven't talked to in a long time?
No,
Yeah.
it probably is, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to call a friend of mine, Chris. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Okay. Do you think the internet's making us smarter or just giving us more information?
well, that's a trick question, bro.
yeah, that is a trick.
If it's giving us more information, it's making us smarter.
Well, we're getting
necessarily.
information that we don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, we're being bombarded.
Right.
Do you think we're living through an extraordinary period in history right now? Do you think this is an amazing period in history that we're living in?
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, because of everything that we can learn now, but no, because of all the lies.
What's the biggest mystery out there that you think deserves the most investigation?
Bigfoot.
That's it for you. You think Bigfoot's the most important thing that we need to know?
Yeah.
What about you, Connie?
There's a book called Transformation of America that
Yeah.
I would love for everybody to read.
Yeah. Transformation of America. All right. Everybody needs to check that out.
You'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's one conspiracy theory that you used to believe in that you no longer believe in?
A conspiracy?
Mm-hmm.
Where
you just in life you just went, that's probably not true.
Okay, the heretic's going to be in here. The Christian God is a freaking joke. There's the heretic. Okay.
So for you, that was something you no longer believe in. Mm-hmm. What about you, Bubba?
I agree with that for sure.
Were you born raised a Christian or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was forced to go to church, and
so you no longer believe in that theory.
No, I don't believe in any of it.
You believe in yourself?
Oh yeah.
Good. That's all you got, buddy. You got to believe in yourself.
That's right.
You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. No one else is going to love you like you got to love yourself. Your mama, maybe. That's about it. When she's gone, nobody else loves you like that. So, your mom was your one best true friend that always had your back.
No, not mine.
Well, maybe not everybody was lucky enough to have a mom.
But it did change my life with my daughter. I tried to do everything that my mother messed up and tried to fix that with my daughter.
Mm-hmm. So, what's one thing you believe in today that you're willing to change your mind about if the evidence changes? That's kind of a hard.
That's would get into a lot of subjects there.
Yeah. Okay, let's skip that one. So, what makes you feel better when the world starts feeling insane? What do you guys do?
Close-knit family. My daughter and my husband and my dog.
I
love my husband to death because he makes me laugh. That man can make me laugh when I'm crying.
Right.
It's just close-knit family.
That's good. What about you, Bubba? What do you do when the world gets too crazy for you?
Doing my radio show.
Yeah.
Music that's my happy place.
And music helps you feel better, and the music's very therapeutical. I mean, therapeutic. The monks knew this, Bubba. That's why they sat around all the time going, "Oh."
And then the gongs, bong. And then the spinny thingies.
Oh,
Spinny thingies.
Music's healing, and it still is. It still is.
If we can get the right frequencies anymore.
Yeah. So, all right. We're gonna close this up. It's getting late. So, a couple things I want to say. There's a lot happening right now in this world, and some of it's real, some of it's misunderstood, some of it's exaggerated, some of it's completely fabricated, lies. Some of it we simply just don't know yet, like UFOs and Tartaria, and we don't know yet, man. And but I don't want weird frequencies to become another place where we just pile fear on top of fear, because that's what people are doing out there. And I want this show to be a place where we can ask questions, where we can investigate, where we can laugh, where we can disagree, where we can look at something absolutely bizarre and say, that's weird, without deciding exactly what it means,
Right.
Maybe the greatest mystery isn't what's really going on out there. Maybe the greatest mystery is, what are we going to do with our time while we're here? So tonight, put the phone down for a little while, call somebody, go outside, look at the stars, listen to some music, make something, love somebody, forgive somebody, learn something. And if you're struggling, don't disappear. Talk to somebody, because there are people out there who want you here. And you're the person who's been watching. If you're the person who's been watching somebody else struggle, don't just watch. Reach out, because we're human beings and we're supposed to help each other. And
you just can't watch somebody.
Yeah, reach out, man.
Like that, or off themselves, or
Bubba, you said, whatever that dude's just, whatever he's doing, I'm not going to do nothing. You got to reach out, man. We're human beings. We're supposed to help each other, dude. I know you're saying he's got a right to do that if he wants to, but man,
if I knew the person, I probably would. But
I'm just saying,
have no way.
If I really wanted to do it, I would not want someone to stop me. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm telling you what,
it would be my choice.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna let you fucking sit there and do it live on video in front
and
of me. I'm gonna be at your house in like 10 minutes, and the police be there with me.
Me saying that, I'm in no way going to do that myself or anything, or even
I know you're not saying that. You're just saying he has a right. I get that. But anyway, reach out, man. We're human beings. We're supposed to help each other. So maybe that's how we change the frequency. Not by escaping the world in your phone, but by coming a little better inside the world that we're actually living in. All right?
And always find the weird. And then tell us.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is Weird Frequencies. I'm Rob. That's Connie. That's Bubba. And we'll see you on the other side. So, good night.
Good night.
See you later.